Dorothy with Dot Scrapbooking, and I am going to show you some very old layouts that I did that never got pictures put on them. And so I kind of went through, when we had this reception and wedding, I kind of went through some old layouts. I was kind of thinking, in terms of Valentine's Day or whatever. But this worked out really beautifully. So let me just kind of show you what you can do with some of your old layouts when some new pictures come along. So this was how the layout was originally designed, to have some 3x4s and a 4x6. So I took I'm using my stash of, in this case, glitter paper. So I've got this, I don't remember whether it's sea foam or, anyway, that glitter paper, which I think is just absolutely gorgeous. And I added some pink to it, just because it goes with everything. And I am going to put that down with some dimensionals, just because getting tape runner or glue to stick to the glitter paper is a little bit difficult, and these kind of work for glitter paper. So I'm just gonna pop this up, and I can't even tell you how long ago these layouts were from, and this is probably an idea that I got from Creative Scrapbookers magazine sketchy Facebook page. And every month they come up with a new layout that they invite everybody to put something together. And so I really like the layouts that they come out with, and so that's probably where this came from, and with some real pretty embellishments from close to my heart. And this was a Cricut cut. So I am also going to add some dimensionals to stick to the pink glitter paper. And this, I believe, is either ballerina or blush. It was just a super pale pink glitter paper, which just ended up going perfectly with this whole layout. I mean, it's kind of fun to go through your stash. You've got paper in there that's just doing nothing but getting older. Not that that matters, but... So this was a picture that our friend Howard took. We had moved Jim and I decorated the trellis in the house, and then we moved it outside and tried to get it set up so it wouldn't blow over. So it was all, none of the flowers had fallen off or anything. And so Howard was nice enough, and he said, okay, you two need to get under there and let's take some pictures of you. So here's a picture of Jim and I under Philip and Darcy's wedding arch. And then here is another, and you can see that I've used these papers and the lace paper with this. And so I just went ahead, and this was, a 3x3 and a 3x4, it looks like. So this is, I'm just going to add this. I cut this down. And since this was kind of small and I didn't want it to look like that, I'm filling out some empty space with the glitter paper, because you can't have too much glitz, right? Let me see if I can raise this a little bit. And let me go ahead and put some dimensionals on so this picture sticks. But this was so fun to use these. Like I said, I originally thought about, Valentine's Day, but I mean, we're older. I mean, we celebrate Valentine's Day, but this wedding gave us lots of opportunities to do lots of things. The reception, putting the reception together. Whoops, upside down, right side up would be good. Okay, so you can see how much space the pink glitter is filling in. And so we've got it together here, and I'll add some journaling. So we've got So Sweet and Cutie Pie. So there's that. And I can't even tell you how happy I am to get to use these layouts, because you just kind of feel like, I mean, you can't even imagine how many layouts I have, and I love doing layouts, but getting the pictures on them is like, ay. Okay, so this is, so this is a 4x6 and 3x3s, and this was supposed to be 3 2x2s. So I had the 4x6 is not a problem, and Howard had us trying all sorts of, look, smile, then look at each other, and, sit on a stool, one of you sit. And so he just had us posing all sorts of ways for it, which was, it was real fun. And it worked out. I'm just going to leave that there. In research, we always said the enemy of good is better. So, okay, this is small enough. I'm giving it a little white edge around there. And then I cut this down to be 2 by 4. And there we go. So here's X's and O's, me and you, better together. And it just worked out. I think it worked out really nice for this layout and the pictures. And then this was, I think, really ended up being very pretty. But this is, I'm sure that this was another creative scrapbooker magazine, the Facebook page, Sketchy, the creative scrapbook Sketchy Facebook page. And I had this timeless paper. These are stickers, and they had these, close to my heart, had these pretty embroidered butterflies and flowers. And time, which, at Jim's and my age, time is the element, right? I don't want to say it's the enemy, but it's certainly a significant part of, what's going on in our life. And I have this opening going under here, the X's and O's, and also under this. This is a die cut, a thin cut that I have from Close to My Heart of a doily that's a heart. And I thought that was real pretty. So this is what you can do if you pull out your old layouts, and there's something going on, in this case, together and couples and love, then, maybe you can do something with some new pictures and old layouts. So that was Jim and I. Now, this is also an old layout that I did, and these were beautiful, beautiful papers that this was the layout. So I'll just show you. And, you know, I've had this for quite a while too. And, you know, it was like, okay, what are we gonna, you know, I mean, I love the layout, and it was you know, there was a lot of work involved. And anyway, so I started kind of I pulled it out and then put together gathered up the pictures from the kind of leftover pictures. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them in place. And what was good is that this was called the perfect day. With hearts and flowers once again. And we've got Philip and Darcy and best friends. Whoops, come on, behave. Dalton and Amber. And then Darcy and her dear friend Amy. They've known each other for forever. And then this couple and their baby, Darcy, I believe that this is someone that Darcy worked with in the hospital. He's also an RN. And with their baby. And it was so nice to have all these babies at the wedding. So it ended up being just an absolutely perfect day. It truly was. So then we've got, you know, a close-up or a small version of okay. I am not sure how I'm going to get this under here. Let's see, that's going to go there. Might have to do some finagling. Ooh. And then this one needs to flip up and over. I think I'll add another dimensional under there. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have things go over the picture. That works out okay. Okay, and then here's Philip and Darcy and their friend Christian being silly. Which it's so fun when things aren't just so formal and, you know, everybody's relaxed. It just kind of worked out very nice. It was a very casual wedding. It was jeans and cowboy boots and, you know, very casual, very comfortable. And you know what? No drama. And Philip with his dear friends, and that he works with. These are also school friends and work buddies. And let's see, I don't know if this can be lifted. Let's see. I don't know why I stuck it down so tight. That was silly, right? Okay. Okay, I am going to glue that down. And then we're just having 3 guys being goofy. Okay, so here is another old layout, new pictures. Putting your older layouts to good use. And it just worked out so great with all the flowers and everything, and perfect day and living in the moment. And so I just wanted to show you some of this, and it just worked out so beautifully. Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I am going to put a couple of pages together to put some of the preparations for the reception on these pages. Anyway, I was telling you about the Creative Scrapbooker magazine, the sketchy Facebook page. So this is the March sketch challenge of this year. And so I wanted to, it's a pretty simple design. I'm not going to follow it exactly, but this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make a two-pager out of it. Let me set this aside. So this is 12 by 12. I cut the, this is pine, and I cut the French vanilla down to 11 by 11. And it's going to get eyeballed, hopefully evenly. And then I cut a couple of pieces of the Secret Garden, my scraps that I'm using up, and I put dovetails on them. So this is 11. So this is like 10 inches. And so is this. This is 3 inches. This is 2 inches wide. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick it on just like that. And then this one is going to get offset by a bit. Like this. And these are the pictures. So this is the trellis without any of its flowers on it, and my husband put it together. So that's him with his right angle and his driller and nailer or screwer. And so I am going to go ahead and I put that on some periwinkle paper, and I am going to kind of do it like this. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is, don't know what I did with my, there they are. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, let me just put this page together also before I go doing anything fancy. These are going to be identical pages, just one's going to be to the left and the other one is going to be to the right. Okay, and these are going to go, so I need to, let me just kind of see how far over I did. So that's 1/2 inch over and 1/2 inch down from the French vanilla. So I have an eyeball for 1/2 inch. So that is gonna, wait a second. I said I was gonna do it on the opposite side. So let me do that. Silly girl. There we go. And this is just about 1/4 of an inch up from the bottom. About like that. Not needing to be perfect. Okay, so I've got this here, and then I've got, so this is him making it. Then we brought it inside and got our flowers from Michael's and started stapling them and cable tying them and nailing them. So we put the flowers up, and there's tulle on there. So we were on ladders doing this. So, and I just used a little glitter paper there just because. And then kind of a finished look. This is showing us under the trellis. Okay, let me get my runner mounted. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put that like that. And I found some, I really didn't know what to do with the title of it. I was trying to look for some titles, and I found a stamp that I've had for a while, and it has homegrown memories. And so I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and use that as my title. Has a little bit of grass coming up under it, so it's kind of cute. A little rustic looking. Good for an outside kind of thing. And I am going to, I can't tell whether I'm straight or not. I hope I'm straight. Cute. Cute. Okay, so this was a close to my heart stamp, so it's not anything that's available anymore. Just making sure. Look at how cute that is. I love that little grass coming up. Except now I'm going to put this on the second sheet here, and it really needs to be lined up. Oop. Sorry, I just kind of sew right in here, generally speaking. There we go. And I need some journaling here. So I think what I'm going to do is use a little of my, I'm going to take a little brush. Let's see how this works with the darker. Actually works kind of nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over this a little bit. Just like that. And you kind of, so you don't want to get these brush strokes, so you want to kind of start off and brush away. And then I am going to put a tint down here because this is where I'm going to put some journaling strips. Oops. That didn't work out very great. Okay, so I have just a little bit of a background, and someplace in here I have here they are. I have some journaling strips. So I am just going to run those in the shaded area. And I will show you what you can do to kind of highlight them a little bit. Okay, so I have more of these, and so I think what I'll do is just do a little medium dot. Maybe it should be a smaller dot. I think it should be a smaller dot. So I'm just making bullet points is essentially what this is. So bullet points for my journaling. And let's see. I think I'm going to keep it kind of plain. Maybe a little bit of periwinkle up here. And to take you down to the bottom of the right page, we'll put a couple down here. So, okay, this is super simple, but I wanted to have these pictures as part of the albums. As my dots are popping up. So there we go for this. Now this one's darker than this, so I might add a little bit more. It's noticeably darker over here. It's kind of a fun technique to kind of highlight. And this is still kind of uneven looking. So there we go. So I'm slowly running out of pictures. But I definitely wanted to get the trellis in it because there was a lot of time went into the whole trellis thing. So and we got a lot of use out of it. So that made it real fun. So thank you. Bye now. Okay, just a couple of more things of old layouts, new pictures. So I put this one together. And I actually had it with this layout. Well, I'm so silly because here is the page that goes with this. So here are some more pictures that I went ahead and put on here. And these are family photos. So this is Philip's new family now, and aunt and uncle and Jim and I, and Darcy's mother and father and her aunt, and sister. And so here are just people, all the people that were the important people, all the wonderful people that were at the wedding, and with group photos. So I just wanted to show you this, but this obviously went with this layout. And so because that went with that, then this layout, which was with the baby, so this is its twin, its second page. And so what I did over here is we have several goofy pictures of the guys, which, guys are being guys. So there you go. And then I also had Philip taking one of the champagne bottles and shaking it up and shooting it off into the yard and then drinking it. So there you go. That's obviously this perfect day goes with this background. And I absolutely always loved these layouts, and I'm so glad that I got to use them. So I am just real excited about that. So there we go. The old layouts. So there's an old layout with new pictures, and then we've got the new layout. Nowhere's near the amount of detail in this as the others. Those were extremely time consuming. That's why there's so much detail and stuff. But this was important because I wanted to show Jim putting doing the trellis and us decorating it. And so there we go. So thank you so much for watching all of this. Take care. Bye now. Okay, I'm not sure that I showed this to you. So this is, there was a whole bunch of layouts that went with this group. I mean, if you look at all of these flowers, and on this layout, all of these flowers, these are all, actually they were cut out by hand. They weren't even die cut. They were cut out by hand and stamped. And same thing with these. These were all stamped and cut out by hand. So there was a lot of detail work that went in these layouts, which, you know, how cool. I love doing it. So, you know, I gathered up more pictures to put here. Did I stick them down? This one didn't get stuck down. And because this is a 4x4, I went ahead and cut out a card here to, whoops, come on. So the cool thing is I was able to, you know, put their pictures together, and I'll be able to make an album for them pretty quickly. Yeah, I already have these all stuck. Yeah, they're stuck down. Just need to press them down more. So this was, and we have a whole bunch of places to put all of our journaling. And once again, hearts and flowers, and it was just perfect. So we've got lovely smile and celebrating you and love you and in my heart and believe. And I always believed that Philip would find a wonderful woman, and he did. And she found her a really good young man. So anyway, we'll see if I have any more pages. There are toast pictures, and that's one more page, one more layout I've got to do. But so far, this is it. Thank you for watching. Bye now. Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking. Thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe and learn along with me. Thank you. Bye-bye.